This tutorial covers the creation and maintenance of the required cross-references for the manipulation modules. Under the source IT MAN conversion system and setup, you will find maintain cross-reference codes. As with all the modules within the manipulation system, you first select the module that you're wanting to create the cross-references for, and you're able to then maintain the associated old and new stock codes. In this case, we are demonstrating using the stock code account manipulation module, the SCAN module. As you will see, there are old codes and new codes captured into this particular example. We'll go through a process of showing how this is entered as part of this exercise. There's some entries in here now, so to show you, if you simply clear entries, checks to see whether you're cool with that, and you can remove them. For purposes of this, I've actually created the CSV file with the old code, which is the existing valid stock codes, and then the new codes that it would change to. Save it as a CSV file. If you select the import file option, you're presented with an option to either enter your path and CSV file name, or browse to select a CSV. Either choose to append or overwrite. We don't have any in our cross-reference now, so it doesn't really make any difference. It tells us we've got 7 records imported, 5 of them being valid. We say OK, and you'll see there's my cross-reference, old code, new code. We can see here that there's a duplicate. If I just simply select to delete that duplicate and revalidate, all is well. This CSV import was based on a spreadsheet which simply had 2 columns, old code and new code, saved as a comma separated value file, and then imported. I'm now going to import a cross-reference file which has some issues on it, which will show the validation process. Once again, select, browse. We're going to choose to overwrite the existing ones. So warning to say, you sure you want to overwrite? We say yes. Imported 10, we only have 1 valid. Say OK. Now you'll see that we have these error sort of flags shown on the right here. If we look at the first line, what is it representing? There's a size issue. We can see that this new stock code is more than 30 characters, and you will have a size issue. The second entry is reflected as being valid. ABC 110 become ABC 110 new, all good. The third entry is representing as duplicate. If you look at both these 2 entries, the same old code is represented twice, therefore they're both flagged as a duplicate entry. The circular entry is representing that this code becomes ABC 110. ABC 110 exists as an old code, so you basically are moving in a circular condition, which is never acceptable. There's another circular here. This ABC 300 already exists. You can see the old code is valid. It's moving it into itself, and you will see it also represents same condition, so it's flagged. It's the same as the old and the new. That error condition comes up. Then we have a rubbish entry, which represents that the old code is an invalid code, so hence it is invalid. You will see the many to one conditions that exist here. Our rules that we've set on is a 1-to-1. In other words, there's no code merging. If we were to go into the preferences program, it asks us first if we like to save. We say yes, let's save it. Affirms the the condition. If we were to change the code merging, it says no here, to say yes, we would like to merge, and save that. When we come back into this program, you see it revalidates, and you'll see the many to one is gone, because now we have a code merging many to one. Let's change that back. To no, save and close. You'll see we've got that same flag coming up. If you were to make any changes to this cross-reference, so say for instance this particular line, you decide you're going to delete it out of the cross-reference, you simply revalidate and it'll revalidate all of the transactions. Directly from this program, you can choose to print the cross-reference report. And you will see that we've got, this is our valid stock codes. We've got one valid stock codes. On the next page you will see the list of stock codes that are invalid along with the error conditions that are being encountered. The creation of this cross-reference represents the most important aspect of this manipulation, in that the result is dependent on this cross-reference, and it is important that it is given the attention it requires. It does represent a large time allocation in terms of a conversion process, and a lot of time and energy is required to ensure that this is correct. This brings us to the end of the cross-reference tutorial.